And I'll tell you what, with the jump he got, I'm not so sure the play wasn't to throw to second on that one because I think he kind of surprised Jenkins that he went.
Yeah, and he had a perfect jump on that too off Strode. As Strode goes in the windup now.
1-0, fastball misses away, 2-0.
This is where Strode's been struggling. You know, he's getting behind in the counts. He's got to stay ahead of counts to get these tough hitters out.
You got a base open here with the left-handers. I'm not sure I give in here. Second and third with 2 out. The 2-0 curveball missed 3-0.
Yeah, with the base open and first, and then you bring up bases loaded, and then DeGraff comes up. He did strike out in the second inning.
So the 3-0. This was drilled right at Mays. Mays turns, goes back, still going back. Mays got a beat on it and will make the catch on the long out. And Apollo gets out of the jam as Catholic leads them at second and third. And we will move to the top of the fourth. Apollo leads it 1-0 here in the Clark's Pump and Shop State Championship Tournament. Presented by UK Healthcare. Brought to you by Lawton Insurance on ESPN Owensboro.
Some Kentucky families will have to take out private student loans to help cover college expenses. Private student loans generally have higher interest rates than student loans offered by the federal government, so it's important to compare private loan lenders to see who has the best deal for you. The Advantage Education Loan, Kentucky's only nonprofit private student loan, offers a very competitive rate. Learn more at AdvantageEducationLoan.com.
At Moonlight, people ask why we still hand sign our gift certificates. It's because it's not a plastic gift card. It's a promise, harkening back 50 years. Hand signed gift certificates, real cooking, real barbecue, served family style on Moonlight's buffet. Give the gift of a Kentucky tradition. Moonlight gift certificates available for any amount, for anyone. I'm Patrick Bosley, and my family wants to cook for yours.
It's down on Parrish Avenue. That's Moonlight Barbecue.
Moonlight Barbecue on West Parrish Avenue in Owensboro.
It's the Clark's Pump and Shop State Baseball Tournament presented by UK Healthcare, brought to you by Lawton Insurance here on 102.7 The Game. Vic Evans, Seth Wright, 1-0, top of the fourth. Seth, tell me some people who are all making this possible.
We'd like to thank Green River Area Federal Credit Union, Lizzie's Diner, Battery Headquarters, Tyler Matthews, Greater Owensboro Realty, and Champion Ford.
It will be 4, 5, 6, 2 up for the Eagles. Holder, Lil Pop, Cash. Holder had the RBI single back in the first, the only score of the game. Apollo 1 run, 3 hits, no errors. And on the other side, Lexington Catholic 0 runs, 2 hits, no errors. And Holder digs in. He's been the offensive star for Apollo since we've been up here. He'll take a fastball away, 1-0. I'll tell you what, we were talking about that in a lot of ballparks. They've driven that one about 380. It was well short here, but in a lot of high school ballparks, the ball hit by Gregalis would be on the warning track, maybe off a wall, but Holder was able to run, or Mays was able to run it down in center field.
Yeah, he did, and that ball right there was fouled off by Holder, so it's a 1-1 count. But most of it would be probably warning track or maybe even over the fence.
This one will be flied into right field, right at the right fielder, and he'll step in a few steps and make the grab for out number 1, F9 on the put out for those scoring at home, and that will bring up the young 8th grader, Ty Lilpop, who grounded out to second base his last time up.
Yeah, and, we mentioned Ty as an 8th grader, but, he don't look like an 8th grader.
No, he doesn't.
He's like 5'11", probably 170 pounds, and he definitely is quite big for his age.
Rogers now. This will be fouled off as Lil Pop up there hacking that he loves to do. And that's the thing about it. He's been playing baseball since he came out of the womb. I think his dad caught him with a catcher's mitt coming out of the womb. and it was already hacking. He's hacked all the way since he's been playing here. Curveball way out in front, 0-2. As the junior Rogers said, okay, I know you're the 8th grader, but let me show you something you may not have seen.
Right.
Just step back in there, 0-2 here. Rogers will do the wind up. Another curveball, backs up the middle. Diving play by the shortstop. Kept it in the infield, but it's going to be an infield single by Lil Pop. It was a nice play there just to keep it in the infield by DeGraff, but he knocked it with his glove and just kind of scooted away from him. So it's a hit for Lil Pop. So we got 1 out. Lil Pop on first, and that'll bring up Hayden Cash, who grounded out to his third baseman the last time up.
Yeah, that's a really good piece of hitting for Lil Pop right there. Rogers went curveball right at him for the second strike, and then he went back to the curveball again, and Lil Pop set on it and drove it right up the middle. That's textbook right there.
Cash check swing, but it's a called strike on a fastball in the outside corner, 0-1. Coach Dennis down there coaching third base here. Lil Pop taking a small lead there at first base. Slide step, fastball down and in. 1-1. That's something both pitchers have done. They have worked consistently both sides of the plate. And you have to. I mean, that's if you're going to be effective, that has to happen.
Yeah.
Rogers now to the plate here. Fastball up and in, 2-1.
We've seen a lot of Apollo last game. They were wanting to run, and not only that, but they were wanting to bunt to try to get that next guy to scoring position. So we probably won't see a bunt right here by Cash.
Rogers kind of with the slide, this curveball grounded back to Rogers. He backhands it, now he knocks it away. He's still got time, spins, throws the first in time to get the DH. And that was one where he fielded it behind his back, knocked it towards home plate. The lefty was able to run it down, grab it, and throw out the DH. 1-3 on the putout. Lil Pop will move up 90 feet to second base, and that will bring up Michael Chaney, single to right field the last time. You take another one of those to get a run home.
Yeah, I would, but hey, who said pitchers aren't athletes?
That was not athletic. He made the play, but it didn't look pretty.
Hey, he got the out, didn't he?
He did get the out. So Chaney now, curveball in there, strike one. That's the old inside curveball, 0-1.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of Rogers pitching backwards.
Mm-hmm.
And as I say backwards, he's throwing off speed first and then, starting him with the fastball back at it.
So the 0-1 now. Rogers to the plate. Another curveball fouled straight back by Chaney, 0-2. And Chaney got a hit on a fastball to right field his last time up, so it's been a steady dose here the first two. A couple of off-speed pitches.
Yeah, I'll say, honestly, I will put probably all my money in the bank, which is not a lot, but I'll probably throw a curveball right here.
Curveball right here?
I think he will.
I'd throw the back foot slider right here. So the 0-2 comes set. Looks the runner back to the plate, and it was hit right at the third baseman. Third baseman fields, throws across the diamond. 5-3 on the putout. So Apollo got a guy to second, but left him there. No runs. They do leave a man on one hit. We will move to the bottom of the fourth. 1-0 Eagles in the Clark's Pump and Shop State Tournament, presented by UK Healthcare, brought to you by Lawton Insurance, here on 102.7 The Game.
Bobby Wilson's Home Furnishings with the new location, 1100 East 4th Street, on the corner of Breckenridge, in the former Hayden's Furniture location. Come by and check out the huge inventory, couches, recliners, love seats, beds, and more. Name brand furniture at discount prices. That's Bobby Wilson's Home Furnishings' new location at 4th and Breckenridge. Right on the corner, right on the price.
Memorial Day specials are continuing through this weekend at Carpets Unlimited and Crandall's Furniture on South J.R. Miller Boulevard in Owensboro. Waterproof flooring and quality furniture for every room in your house. All on sale through Saturday at Carpets Unlimited and Crandall's Furniture.
It's the Clark's Pump and Shop State Baseball Tournament presented by UK Healthcare, brought to you by Lawton Insurance. Vic Evans, Seth Wright here, bottom of the fourth, 1-0 Apollo. It'll be 5-6-7 due up for the Knights. As Apollo got Lil Pop on with one out, ended up getting a second with two out. Just couldn't get the big hit to drive him in, Seth. But so far, it's been a well-played game, a well-pitched game, well-played defensively.
Yeah, no, and we're moving quite along, too. I may have just jinxed this right there, but we'll see how Strode is. And he's only at 46 pitches here in the top of the fourth inning, or I'm sorry, bottom of the fourth inning. So he just needs to keep going at hitters, keep throwing strikes, staying ahead of them, and he'll do just fine.
And never fear, whatever the outcome is here today, don't forget, at 5 p.m. there in Owensboro time, 5 p.m. Central time, Seth and I, as soon as this game's over, we'll wrap things up. We'll jump in the Cromwell Media Kia, fly across town to John Crop Stadium, and we'll have Davis County East Jessamine quarterfinal softball game. And while you're here, Seth, as DeGrasse getting ready, can you see if you can find that Ballard Greenwood score? It was 1-1. Ballard, the two-time defending champion, was 1-1, bottom of the seventh.
I'll see if I can find that here.
Strode are going to try to bunt their way on, bunted it foul, and then I think if he kept that fair, it may have been a double in the gap because that was one of the hardest punts you'll ever see over to the first base dugout. 0-1 on DeGraff. He struck out his last time up, struck out looking. Strode now 0-1, gets a sign, rocks and fires. Curveball in the dirt, 1-1.
They are now in the top of the 11th.
Top of the 11th, still 1-1. So it pushes the game back for us a little bit. It gives us a little time to get over there.
Yeah, that's not bad.
1-1 in the top of the 11th. Strode now, fastball, misses the inside corner, 2-1.
Yeah, it'll be the top of the 11th with 2 outs and no one on.
Curveball, outside corner, 1-1. Got the car, 2-2 now, got the call. That's a great game over there to get to the 11, the state quarterfinal. Fastball chopped out of the third baseman, filled off a big hop, throw across the diamond, 5-3 on the put out for out number 1 here in the bottom of the fourth. And that will bring up Zach Rayan, who flew out to right field, hit it well. Lil Pop was able to run it down over his shoulder.
That will be the 4th time that Strode has gotten the first guy out of the inning. And for us at Wesleyan, that we chart something like that, and it's very important to get the first guy out of the inning.
Right, and this we left right at Mays. Mays on the run. We'll grab the line drive. 1 pitch, second out on the line drive to center field for out number 2, and that will bring up Max Daugherty, the third baseman, who singled his first time up. And it was a tough call down there at second base on a 4-6 put out the end of the inning. I think Apollo kind of stole one there, but he did single his last time up.
Yeah, if we're in college, we'd probably be replaying that call right there.
Curveball paints the outside corner, knee high, strike 1, as Will Strode has been lights out so far through 3 2/3 innings. Strode getting the sign, working quickly here. Another curveball tried to bunted it, came up, hit him foul. Now, Apollo's asking if it hit him outside the box, but it was in the box. It's a good call by the umpire. It bounced straight up and hit him, literally almost got him in the cup as he was starting to run down to first base, 0-2.
Yeah, not only do we have to thank KHSA, we also have to thank the KHSA officials too as well, the umpires. We have a 4-man crew, and it takes a lot for them to come out and do these games.
0-2 through the fastball by him. Strike 3. It's 3 up, 3 down for the Knights in the bottom of the fourth. We will move to the top of the fifth. Apollo up 1-0 here in the Clark's Pump and Shop State Championship Tournament, presented by UK Healthcare, brought to you by Lawton Insurance here on ESPN Owensboro.